Okay. We are live.
We talked to the goddess of our dreams. She is not a fan of most of us. Um,
Or is it? That's
uh,
the like Snow
Willow,
Lady, right? Am I
yeah,
tripping?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, the ice castle thing. She said that she was giving us these nightmares.
Rude.
Yes. He also was like, "Hey, where's that other guy?" We're like, "The other guy? Oh yeah, our buddy who isn't
Oh
here."
yeah, there was another
Great
guy with
question.
us. We did have a friend.
What? Great question. We don't know. Sorry, you can't hang out with him. And then she brought us back to
The Feywilds.
the Feywilds of Fairy Tale, and we went back to the tavern where we were staying at, and realized that we have zero currency for the current the current establishment.
And we owe them 10.
And we owe them 10 currency.
But if we make the bad bard guy not be a problem, then
Yeah.
Don't forgive our debt.
I tried
and I think there's
to...
a lot of different routes that we could go to make the bad bard not a problem.
The bad bard was a rooster, right? Because Cameron
Yes.
wanted to make a pun or something.
Yeah, that's why...
Did he have a foghorn leghorn voice, or am I imagining that?
I hope he does.
He almost certainly did, but yes, his name is Cornelius. He plays the drums.
Really good at the drums. Sorry. He plays the drums, but he prefers to sing.
He really likes the drums.
And we really don't want him to.
I don't want.
He's really good at the drums, but he loves to sing.
Oh, he was
Yeah.
good at the drums.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
Yeah.
was
I
thought he was
very
bad at
good
all
at.
of
He
it.
was very good at the drums. It comes with
He's
having
like-
two
Okay,
built-in
so
drumsticks.
that could be one option, is to just try to gently redirect him towards
He's
the
like
drums.
popping off. He's going all whiplash on us, and while he's doing that, doing all this great drumming, he's also singing like nails on a chalkboard. And everybody's just like not even paying attention to his singing or his drumming. That's so good.
Hey, Kitty.
Yes.
So yeah, there's a lot of different ways we can get him to stop singing.
What we should do is we should get him a partner who can sing.
Which is one of us. Except he doesn't want a partner because he thinks he can sing well. So he wants someone
Do
to
we need
play...
a long-term solution for
Yeah,
this?
but he needs to focus on one of them, and it should be the drums. No offense.
Yeah, we know that. Everyone else knows that. He disagrees with that statement.
What if I just cut his vocal cords? No, I'm playing.
Then we would be in a
One
different
of the
kind
many
of
different routes we
situation.
could go. I don't think they're going to give us free room and board for that necessarily.
Have some prison break.
You guys get chased
you
out
cut
of town by a bunch of adorable little woodland critters wielding pitchforks and torches. The little mice run
Who-
with matches. Bird!
Who are known to cannibalize people who go against their society.
They are aware of the risks.
What I'm saying is, if we do that, then we are going against their society, and hence we are open to being cannibalized.
Well,
Yeah, but I don't know if that's available because not all of the animals do that. Just
Is it
mice.
cannibalism if they're not humans?
It's not.
Yeah. I mean, it's cannibalism if
We
it's like
refer-
a raccoon eating a raccoon, right?
If it's a chicken eating we refer to it as cannibalism, don't we, for like chickens eating like their eggs, like
Yes.
or baby chickens.
But
So
those are also they're the same species.
It's not that they're
there's
not
a
that they're
level of
eating the
sentiency.
same species. Because, like, one of the dog people might eat, like, a rabbit person that went feral.
Yeah,
They're not
that's
eating
cannibalism.
other dog people. Sure,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
rabbit
exactly.
person might have been sentient and, like, knew what they were doing previously.
But that doesn't make
But
it
we have
cannibal.
already established the fact that at that point they have given up that higher level sentience to return to their baser instincts and to their ego. Therefore, as returning
Parents are
to their
like
ego, they are able to
Zootopia
go
plot right now.
eat them as part of their suppressed baser level instincts, but they bring it forth to society by preparing the food and appreciating the sacrifices that their friends and loved ones have made in going feral, you know?
Yes.
It's not at all
I
morally
understand
gray
that.
or messed up at all, and them just trying to justify eating
But it's
their
not
friends and
cannibalism,
family.
and that's the important part here.
Yes, we are a different species than these guys. So if we go against what they view to be proper society, if we commit murder and are hence now going
Wait,
back
hold
to
on,
our
hold on.
basic,
They
if
have, I
you
will say
rip
they
out
have.
this
I'm
guy's-
sorry, were you referring to the people of this village as being like they will eat people who go against their society? Or were you
They are
referring
all
to the
animals.
real
If the-
animals?
if the
Like, do
the
real
people of
mice?
this
I know it's mice
What?
don't actually have society, but you know what I mean.
are you mean
You're referring to
IRL
the
or
animals
in the
this
game?
side.
I'm
In-
talking about in the game.
Okay. I misunderstood, and I thought you were talking about actual mice will cannibalize each other. If
Actual
one
mice
of
will
them fucks up.
cannibalize each other.
She was referring to the
actual-
she was referring to the vocabulary of using the term cannibalize in the sense that these are intelligent creatures akin to humans eating other intelligent creatures akin to humans,
I
and
see.
not saying cannibalism is human specific.
Well, I didn't think it was
She was
human
saying
specific.
it's mice specific or rabbit
Yeah.
specific sort of thing. Regardless,
But if the rabbit eats the mice,
regardless, I think this would probably have been established to you in game. They operate in a sense by Trina logic of once the creatures lose their ability to speak and communicate, that's when they're like, all right, they've gone to the wolves. They're out of this. So if
I
you were to
forgot that
commit
that was
murder,
actually
for
a
example,
thing.
you would be tried as someone who committed murder and not immediately eaten in that sense. Granted, who's to say what the sentence might be, but you would
That's-
not
that's true.
immediately be hounded and torn piece by piece by a bunch of rabid animals.
yeah, they could.
I would
The death sentence could be like
That your
very
body
good
is
to them.
repurposed back to society. Yeah.
Well, no, I meant like the capital punishment. Could be like perfectly legal and accepted in this society, as opposed to like in some states of the United States type of thing.
Regardless, yeah, that's the gist of things. I like to imagine that you guys are
But
like sitting in your room,
In essence,
being like,
if,
"How do
if
we?"
they can talk, treat them like people.
Exactly. In that, if they can communicate, not necessarily speak.
We went
if they
on
can
a really long
communicate.
tangent for a joke I made about slitting his vocal cords, because I was definitely not actually going to do that.
I just want to make it known. I don't think we should maim.
Harm him?
I don't think we should maim him.
Yeah, maim him.
Like,
Okay,
we
harm him,
harmed his
not
heart.
maim him.
Yeah.
So
Like
if I
I
just
said,
beat
I
the shit out of
definitely
him-
don't think that they would pay us for that. Is the thing.
If we hold on,
It wouldn't achieve our goal.
do you think he'd stop singing if we beat him up and said, "Your singing made me do this"?
Absolutely not. He would see this as a sign that he must continue.
Okay.
He cannot let
This-
us.
This is a theater kid to an uncomfortable degree. Yes. And I will
I've
not
never
say
beat
that.
up a theater kid and told them don't be a theater kid anymore, so I don't really know how well that works.
I've never done that, but I mean, I know people that not got beat up, but like got bullied.
I mean,
like,
being
spoiler
bullied
alert,
and getting beat up
it did
and
not
sick
make them. It
are
did not make them
different
stop
things.
doing theater.
Like, if you got repeatedly punched in the face, and I say, like, I'm okay. I'm not actually gonna try. I was gonna say, if I repeatedly punched you in the face and told you don't play the Switch or I'll do it again, would you continue playing the Switch?
I would call the police on you.
That's
and then
why I said
continue
it was a
playing the
bad
Switch.
example. But you know what I'm saying, though, do you not?
I no longer have a house.
That's why I said it's a bad example. Look, like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
You
we understand what
understand.
you're saying. Yeah, no, I
Also,
gotcha.
though, I'm not this dude.
That's true.
This,
That's
this
true.
dude is
You're not this
absolutely
dude.
going to keep singing if you do that.
Sometimes you have to be persecuted for your craft.
We could do something to make everybody else not be able to hear him.
Oh, we're live, so just for the internet, I do not condone domestic violence.
Except terrorites.
Just regular violence against
Just regular violence.
singing chicken.
Fantasy violence. Shut up.
As long as it's
Just
not
regular
domestic.
murder hobo shit.
Anything else? Total game. So, TV is
That
hilarious.
is not the first time we've had to put that in the chat.
It's not Katrina.
I know.
Hold on, what? Is something in the live stream chat?
No,
No,
it's,
it's in general.
it's in Discord. They don't get let in
I
on
have
this
it open.
joke.
It's not. Ah, there we go.
Anyway,
What is this?
don't worry about it. You don't have to.
Oh, I got you. That's rude.
Wonderful.
Anyway, I think last thing you guys technically did, you did a little walking around town. So at this point, as far as your bodies can tell, it's fairly late in the evening. The sky has not moved though.
Oh yeah, and Kaede made some fake money. And we
Yeah.
had to give it to her. The barkeep, and
It would disappear.
it's going to disappear. So that we'll see what happens with that. It's probably fine.
I'm not give it here. I'll hold it. Just in case.
The loops.
The loops.
The loops is on fire.
Yeah, I also thought that song.
All right.
I don't know if loops can catch on fire, can they? What are they made out of again?
They're river rocks, so no.
Okay, so no.
They're basically those like river rocks with the natural worn hole in the middle, the little like seer stones. So they are a naturally occurring product, but they are quite scarce. In that sense, but yeah, what are you guys doing?
Currently realizing that I can click on each character and I can pull
Okay,
up their
Is
page.
this a problem we need to solve for them forever, or just for the time that we are here?
They are looking to have their entertainment upgraded, basically. Like they like Cornelius, and he's a show if you can drown out the singing, but they're looking for like a more permanent solution.
I have a permanent solution, but we all agree it's bad.
Maybe. Well, your solution is to eliminate the show. We need to upgrade the show.
No. He can
So-
still play drums. He just can't sing or talk.
How are you going to cut out his vocal cords in a manner that allows him to still? You're not
Draw.
a doctor.
So?
How are you going to cut out his vocal cords?
I didn't
But
say
you're in
cut
his
them
neck.
out, Katrina. I said cut them.
Which are in
It's-
his neck.
Right.
Do you? How familiar are you
Don't
with
cut the
chicken
carotid and he'll
anatomy?
be fine. I actually don't know if he has a carotid artery. You're right. I don't know chicken anatomy.
Anyway, we could also, alternatively, put on like a talent show and see if there's any other talent in the town that would like to take his spot.
That's
That's a
very
fun
rude to
idea.
him.
I mean,
I think we can spin it.
I
I
think
think
you
there's a
could
way we
fit.
could spin it.
we
we
could
could
have
do
him
that,
be
though.
the judge.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Make it a. What's the name of this town?
Brennan.
Will he go
Bremen.
for that though?
Bremen.
Bremen's Got Talent. That's it. That's the idea.
Bremen.
I'm sold.
Bremen's Got Talent.
That feels like we're going into copyright infringement, but I guess we're technically in a fantasy universe, so
That feels like a lot of improvisation for Iris.
it's like what?
I've had
A
weeks.
lot.
All right. So you got you can see you're kind of like talking about your plan after you've like kind of strolled the town and stuff. And one of the things you did notice is there are a number of kind of like instrument shops and things sort of around, various stringed instruments. Mostly they're kind of various sizes too, because you have one person who's good at making I don't know, raccoon-size instruments is very different than a little mouse harp is very different than
Oh, a raccoon playing a teeny little violin would be so cute with his teeny little fingers.
I think it would just be a viola, wouldn't it? Wait, no, viola's
Or like
bigger,
viola's
aren't
bigger.
they?
or like a big
What's the smaller one?
horse-sized.
Violin is the smallest one. From there, you just go down to like there's like half and 3/4 size violins
Oh,
also.
Okay.
But
I thought there was a smaller version. I don't know.
you all make your way back to the bar, and as you are walking in, Pine kind of just waves and tries to flag you down.
Also, I like the suggestion that Cameron would have to improvise this as though he has not thought of every possibility our stupid brains could have come up with, and absolutely wrote down they're totally gonna suggest a fucking talent show, because that's just who these people are.
Implying I write anything down.
Well,
I also think that Cameron is simply a talented enough improviser to conceive of like a bear riding a unicycle on the fly.
yeah, but that's I guess that's entertaining. I was gonna say that's not really musical.
We did have a bear riding a
Yeah,
unicycle. That was an example. It's come up. Anyway.
Oh, is that why that was what I summoned up?
Probably.
Yes.
It has come up before. Anyway, Pine flags you down.
Who?
Pine, the bartender,
Is that the bartender?
the raccoon bartender.
Oh, their name is Pine. That's weird.
Yes. That remember
I don't
that
weird
was
about
the
that.
thing. We talked about all
Because
how
we're
we
all
all have
trees.
tree names. Apparently
Oh,
Kaede is a tree
right.
name too.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know how
right.
you remember that.
Literally,
Yeah.
all of us are named after trees. I don't know why you think pine is weird.
I don't know, cause she's a raccoon. I guess it just doesn't.
We're
It's
people.
not that weird.
It makes more sense for her than
True.
us, if anything.
She's got like the nice embroidered like apron, like the pine needles and cones and stuff.
Oh, how
She
cute.
wears her name with pride. Anyway, do you approach?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you kind of wave over, she turns to Kaede, and she says, "Oh, so thanks for that. Thanks for bringing that person. I put in the lost and found, and I don't know, half an hour after you folks left, someone came by and claimed it.
Oh, awesome.
So good on you, doing good around town. I just wanted to let you know. But
Yeah. I'm elbowing people to start getting moving.
Oh. So we were thinking about the little. Sorry, I'm Willow, not Katrina. Miss Pine, we were thinking about
Oh, just
how
Pine's fine.
to help with the situation, and we were wondering if perhaps there were other talented people, talented members of your community, and as a means to honor Cornelius, perhaps we could have a talent show in which Cornelius could judge without singing and only be, a moderator of sorts. Maybe
Now you
one of
did
us
just
would
touch on
MC.
something that I hadn't necessarily thought of, which is he may try to sing while he judges. We should prepare a plan for that.
One of us could be the MC, so that would limit the verbal component, and perhaps yourself or another wonderful member of your community could also assist in judging the talent show.
Well, I don't know much about judging music, but I'd be more than happy to lend the stage. Do you have an idea of how long you want to put the word out for? Give people a little bit of time to prepare, or um, to get the word out, talk about it, spread it, anything like that. Um,
I think we should need at a couple nights at least. Um, Practicing usually can take 3 to 4 days, and if it takes a minute for it to get around, perhaps uh, the next weekend.
and she kind of sits there. She's like, "Well, I don't know if Cornelius would be okay with that. He's booked on weekends, and I don't know if he'd be willing to give up the spotlight. You'll have to go talk with him, but our bar's open stage for the most part. If for the most part, um, during the week, if you want to do it a weeknight. But
Perhaps a Thursday then.
Yeah, I was also thinking of
Yeah.
Thursday.
a Thursday.
That way, yeah, that way there's enough time for people to prepare themselves. And if it is a truly star-studded act, then perhaps Cornelius may want to figure out a rearrangement for the Saturday groupings.
She says, "All right, a Thursday works for me. Just let me know whenever you have an actual day. Like I said, or a day of will be good, and I can move some tables and chairs around and get Burr to help with that. There's just one kind of concern. Some of the smaller critters, they don't. Those instruments and stuff don't make a lot of
These are
sound,
nice.
so there might be a little bit of bias. Just in that.
We can come up with a way to amplify it.
Oh, if you could do that, it'd be swell. But
I feel like there must be a way, right?
Oh yeah.
go ahead, talk to Tornelius, see if he's willing to be a judge. Otherwise, we could always do an audience vote or something too. But anyway, there's some thirsty customers down there. I gotta go see to as she turns and scampers off.
Thank you. Okay, who wants to talk to Cornelius?
Not me.
I feel like it's gotta
I
be a
was
team
not
effort,
looking
right?
at you. I'm looking at Kaede and why would I
You and
almost
me,
called
Willow.
you Hector. Hazel.
You know, they're trying it out.
I mean, it's another H.
But it's not a tree.
It's not. No, Hector
To
is
the
not a
best of my
tree.
knowledge, at least. Anyway, Will, you and me.
Sweet.
You're a people person, I'm a performer.
I'll just tag along. I'm just like holding on to the edge of. I wish there were DSs in this game because I feel like that would be what she would be doing.
Kaede probably has a DS. She probably had a DS with her when she was leaving the cafe.
I have an
Electronics.
iPod, you can have a
Is
DS.
Friday just
Electronics
making
work.
those like using the fucking picture fucking what is that? It was like an app that came on it and everybody would make little like animations with them and all that
Flipnote.
shit.
Yeah.
Flipnote, yeah. Kaide would absolutely be making Flipnote cartoons the entire time.
Okay, so I think we could go in with something like, you know, we're always traveling around, and when we see all these awesome acts like Hector, we always wish that we could see even more of what any town has to offer. So we really want to get this talent show together so that we can see, you know, everybody, and nobody's going to know talent better than
Cornelius.
Cornelius. I think that's the tactic, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think stoking the ego is a great idea to go.
I have an illusion spell for like amplifying people. I know that was a conversation a while ago, but
Oh, that's wonderful.
I don't know how well it would work though.
Well, we'll have to see. You're so talented.
Oh, thank you. And she goes back to the DS.
You can hear Hazel's eyes rolling.
Cameron, how dare you add that as a hindrance to me?
That was the joke I added for myself, and said it was just a matter of time. I don't remember what conversation sparked that for Willow specifically.
It's because I was trying to figure out if I could use my attractiveness
Oh, that's
to
right. That's
boost up someone else's performance role.
That's right. You were trying to be attractive to the woodland creatures.
I wasn't trying to say that they are attractive to me. I was trying to be attractive to them.
Fair enough. Anyway,
For the YouTube audience, Willow is now a minor furry.
Only.
just ears and a tail. Anyway,
That's fine.
You guys are getting ready to go, Dr. Cornelius?
Yeah.
And it was
Yeah.
on that day that I learned my 100th vocal song, and I had to say it was my best performance I had ever given. Now, beyond that, did I ever tell y'all? He's just sitting at a table, just absolutely yakking at these two people who are too polite to leave. They're just like sitting there, kind of like nodding, as he's like, "Oh, and after I learned my 100th song vocally, I had to go and transcribe it
Excuse me,
down here."
Mr. Cornelius?
Excuse me. Sorry, folks. Can we steal Cornelius a minute?
Yes. Would you mind if we steal you away?
Oh, well, I do not have any problems on my time if for a couple of fans. And he turns to the other two and he goes, "Now, it would just be a matter of these fine folks are okay with me now. I'm with me leaving now." And they both kind of look at you and look at each other and just say, "Oh no, it wouldn't. Don't intrude. It wouldn't be a problem. Go ahead. We're here all the time. We'll catch up with you later, Cornelius," and just like absolutely take him the fuck away from us. As soon as they say this and he turns, they immediately pick up their drinks and just kind of
That's how you
start
make good
going
friends.
to another table. And he's like, "Oh well, I guess I will have to spend the rest of my evening after this chat over there. Now, acquainting myself with those fine folks that they're over there acquainting themselves with. Now, sorry, I don't believe I ever caught your name. Who would you like this signature made out to? Oh, and I suppose also, what would you two like signed? I don't see hide nor hair of paper in either of your there paws."
Sure shit, not
well-
signing my breath.
Well, actually,
Actually,
I look over
we're
to.
producing a show that we're producing a show that we think you would be just an absolutely integral part of.
Oh, any show
you know,
I'm
we-
part of, I'm of course the star.
That's exactly why we knew you were perfect for this, Cornelius. Because we travel so much and we see so many amazing acts like yours, but so many times we only get to see one in any given time that we're in a town. So we've started a little hobby of putting on a talent show anywhere we go, so that we can see as many incredible acts like yours as we can. So we want to do that here, and we thought, who knows talent better than Cornelius? We need you to be the judge for this contest. No one is going to be able to do it as well as you.
Well,
And
oh,
for people to be able to see you, it's going to inspire them to want to do their best as well. I mean, you truly are an inspiration.
well, I truly am. I bring the wonderful libations of music into this here dreary tavern every weekend, and I have to say, having a headliner act for me to get the audience warmed up could only really go to show them the true greatness. I find that a 60-minute set really isn't enough time for them to truly get acquainted with my musical prowess. But now, this all sounds all fine and dandy, but I can't have this on a weekend. And you see,
Oh, no, no.
the
Of
middle of the
course
week,
not.
I have to be on a
we would
vocal
never even-
rest. Barring my
Oh, we assumed. We never dreamt that we'd be able to get. We never dreamt that we'd be able to get you to sing.
Oh, well.
No. We're going to have it on a Thursday.
Oh, a Thursday. All right, Thursday evening.
Get folks warmed up for the weekend.
Okay, give me a day to get acquainted with those folks that will be having my star power propelling their careers.
Exactly.
Yeah, because today's Tuesday.
This is a lie. Do not trust this guy.
Okay.
As
I got scared for a second.
because Cornelius just performed today, so it is the weekend.
Beautiful. Good.
Let's call it a Friday night. So let's call it the winding downs of a Friday night. So you got about a week, and he kind of sits there and he's like, "All right. Now, have you already worked out with the establishment a good venue for this? Because I reckon this place won't be nearly large enough for all those aspiring to grace the stage in my greatness. I reckon we might need a building 2, maybe 3 times the seating of this one.
Unfortunately,
Maybe
I
even
don't
more
know
if
if there are
there's
any
larger
larger.
stages in here.
So we are new to the area, so we're unaware if there are any larger establishments here that would be able to hold. Well, first of all, such greatness.
I'm gonna run away temporarily.
Okay, bye.
That's fine. You're not here anyway.
Yes. What the establishment currently has said is that they
Willow
would
and I are
be
working.
yes, they would be willing to move the tables and chairs out of the way to try to be able to cram as many people in here as they can. But you and I both know how dangerous it could be for an overcrowded bar room to not be able to hear the delights of music.
And an overcrowded bar room makes it hard to see the star of the show, too. Even if
Of
I'm
course.
standing on top of a stage on the stage, it's still quite not.
Oh, well, we will definitely need to
Can't
get a
quite do it.
platform for you. Perhaps
I mean,
that will be some woodworking that we can do over
of
the week.
course. Anyway, I'm
For
so used
sure.
to just standing upon a bar stool or chair upon the stage, and that's just not up to my status. Now,
Mhm.
All this being considered, again, I'm not quite sure how this place would be large enough to accommodate the need. Maybe you should seek some other venues in the meantime, just to be safe. But I want a
We'll
place
scout
where
it out.
everyone
We'll
will
scout
be
it
able
out.
to be seen up on the stage from all sides, regardless if we have big folks in front blocking all the normal and little bitty people in the back. I will remind you, this is a normal-sized rooster.
Normal sized chicken. Yeah, I did forget that, so I appreciate the reminder. I was picturing Foghorn Leghorn as the problem.
No,
Yep.
he is just a normal-sized rooster with a very small drum, standing on the stage, or in this case, standing on a stool on the stage, so he can be seen a little bit better. But
I wonder if we could pull off a suspended platform.
Ooh, I mean, you have your hand in set directing, so.
We'll have to look at it. We'll have to look at the space.
Yeah.
Now the bar does have a lot of great exposed beams that would be helpful for this. I'm assuming it had exposed beams. I don't actually remember if it did or
it
not.
does now.
It does
But the
now.
one in my head had exposed beams.
Now, if that will be all, there is going to be the small matter of my fee.
Oh,
And what is your going fee?
Well, for a one-off appearance as grand as this, I'm thinking 50 loops ought to do. 50 loops for my appearance, and then obviously a 5% cut of anything that you take in at the door.
I guess I was picturing it more in like more as like a festival like atmosphere. I guess I hadn't thought about a cover charge, to be honest.
Well,
I'm looking at him.
You're not there.
You're not here.
I thought I was.
You didn't come.
Oh, you left to a different place.
We said, who's gonna
We're
go
in this-
talk to him? And we said,
Oh,
us. And Kaede said, I'm gonna go along and play my DS.
I see.
I mean, if you would like to walk up at
Kaede
this
is
point in this
functionally
conversation,
not
you
here.
can, but it would be a weird point to interject.
I'm not. I mean, I'm not. I wasn't trying to say anything.
Oh, okay. Well,
I just was going to be giving him a look for even suggesting a fee,
I mean,
or at least a fee of such a magnitude.
you're listening in like off to the corner.
While he was off mic, he said that he was just watching Kaede play her DS.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're to be honest, we are not very cash heavy at the current time.
Well, I
So we
won't
would
need to
not
take-
be able to.
I won't need to take my payment up front if that's going to be a matter. If you want to cut the check after the fact, as long as you do so and we get something in writing that says you owe it to me if you do not manage to apply. But the fee can be negotiable if you've got something that may work a little bit better for your purse strings.
That would
50
be
loops
greatly
or the equivalent, you know.
Maybe we could set up as a tipping system that could be funneled into a new artist fund for the town that any artist could be a beneficiary of. And the more great acts there are and the looser people get with their pocketbooks, the better off all the artists are, including you.
Well, I don't feel like that will really help recognize the stars that are bringing in the bulk of the money to this so-called artist fund. After all, I am already well established here.
Oh, I'm not suggesting it would have to be an even split.
Well,
Oh, as if
Like, it could be
they were your.
proportionate.
Oh, so I understand. So in the same way that we have like apprentices, like these people who are trying out would come to work under you, so that you are still able to secure a fee of what they've gathered from their performances on your rest days as they train under you to become better performers.
and then I see from there,
Like in scouting.
as my apprentices that I scout out become well into their own, and they scout out their apprentices, I end up getting a portion of their currency passed up through me,
And so-
through the downstream.
And so you see how it multiplies.
Well, I can see how
It
this
looks like a
multiplies. and I
pyramid.
cannot-
the
It looks like a
different
pyramid.
levels.
Are we having seen a fucking pyramid scheme? Is that what we're doing?
Listen, I don't care what happens. Listen, by the time it gets to this point, it's not our problem anymore.
True, we won't have to live in this ruined economy.
Well, now, I have to say, I will take that as a mighty fine idea for myself moving forward, but I don't see how the promise of starting a place where I get apprentices with no income to myself up front seems a little risky. But I will take that into consideration.
Well, I
Now,
know
would
when
you
we
call
spoke
this
with you
what would you
earlier.
call this model of income? Is this a triangle plan?
This is a
A
hierarchical
three-point funnel?
form, a
It sounds-
hierarchical form of payment
Hierarchical
given to the
payment.
the talents. And you are, of course,
Multi-level
the
marketing.
talents.
Multi-level, musical level marketing. No,
Musical level
multi-musical.
marketing.
I just don't think it's got a ring to it. I don't know if this concept's got any weight behind getting a scam. Now that being said, fancy business ideas and coalitions of artists and apprentices and stuff isn't gonna put seed into my beak. Now is it? It's not gonna buy
I
me
don't.
new
I
drumsticks.
don't like that. I don't like that phrase.
Now, again, 50 up front, again, might be a little steep. If we want to renegotiate maybe the percentage of income, we could do that. Maybe we say, instead of 5%, we give them it goes, you get 80, I get 20, and then we do, let's say, 45 loop deal. We can talk about payment later.
Let's find. Let us secure where the
Yeah, let's
where it's going to be first.
let's make sure that we're certain of all our production costs and everything like that.
Very good, very good. Now, I will say I can agree. I will gladly judge the performances of any up and coming artists, but again, there is the matter of my appearance fee.
Mhm.
And again, that's not set in stone. If you can come up with some better offer or blow me away in some other manner and convince me, I'm open to it. But as things stand, I do need some money in my purse. And then, matter of venue. This place I just do not think is going to be large enough for a musical genius of myself, for people wishing to jumpstart their stardom. Now, I will be here all weekend, and I'm sure if you ask about during the week, you may be able to find me, but I do have some adoring fans I do owe the rest of my evening to. If I could be so.
That's what we love
so
about you,
excused.
Cornelius. You're always looking out for the fans, and that's why they love you too.
Oh, and he says, "Oh, they're the ones who really matter now, don't they?" As he kind of takes and tips an invisible hat as he hops down off of this kind of stool that he's been sitting on on the table to be eye level with you guys. Where he hops off the table, and then goes back to talk to those two patrons who he was harassing earlier, or embarking in the joys of conversation with earlier.
Well, hopefully they're at least drunker now.
Yeah, as you kind of see him
We
walking
gave them
over,
the opportunity to run away.
they
They
kind of-
chose to stay in this place.
I mean, we gave them a solid 20 minutes.
they kind of lock eyes with each other, and at that point they start putting on jackets and putting on their hats and
Oh,
gloves.
would you look at the time?
Exactly. They're like, "Oh, sorry, Cornelius. It's just dark out. Gotta go." But what do you guys do?
I'm trying to think of how we're. Okay,
Let's set
45.
the money aside for a second. Let's focus on the venue first, because I see two problems with the venue issue.
Well, they.
Number one, the bar is what's free.
Yeah.
Number two, if we do get a larger venue, I don't know if we actually are indeed going to fill it.
That is correct. I would like to stay with the bar. And also, I don't know how many people are in this.
After
Like, how many citizens are amongst this community.
It's kind of hard to say.
Okay, so maybe we need to talk to Pine some more.
Yeah. I have I could make some potions as a means of like doing some gathering and have that be a means of additional income. If anyone would appreciate that.
I mean, what if we just give him 100% of whatever the show actually makes? We make it a pay what you can or a tipping thing, and he just gets all of it.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I feel like we need
Like we don't need to make money. We just need to execute this so that
so that we are even with our yeah.
I think there will be a little more to figuring out how to phrase it to him, but I think that might be the basic solution on that one. Because that 100% is going to wow him.
Mm-hmm. I hate him. That's fine.
He's very familiar to Hazel, having been around a lot of performers.
Willow's backstory, he is very familiar to Willow too, and that is why she hates him.
Yeah.
Why can't we
But I
just
think
tell this guy
Hazel
he
is more in
sucks?
a, like, I know how to work on this guy.
Why can't we just tell this guy he sucks again?
I think they've tried that before.
I still think we should beat him up.
People can't appreciate good art, you see. You should know this as a fellow artist, Kaede.
Well, I make good art. He doesn't.
Alright,
Every artist thinks they make good art.
He does
simply
make
not
some
true.
form of
No,
good
it's
art.
not. Every artist would like to think they make good art. Every
Does
artist is
his
not that.
art turn into magic? Didn't think so.
You know, you haven't asked.
Are you a bard? Can you go be an adventurer? Chicken guy?
Yeah, come with us.
No, please don't.
No, we'll just drop him off in the desert or something.
This is the new This is the new Ash.
This is the new Ash, the Ash replacement. Trevor comes back and like, sorry, your character's been replaced by a chicken. Here's your accent.
Not even a giant
We all
chicken.
hate.
A normal
A
chicken.
normal rooster who everyone hates. Not a wild card. Just a
Yeah,
rooster.
you're an extra. You have
Okay.
fun.
He's
He's
a
not
rooster
even a
that
wild
can
card.
talk. At least.
He doesn't have anything fucking relevant to say, but he can talk.
I do declare. I do declare.
Okay. Okay, we just need to gather some information. We need to figure out other people's availabilities. We could just start talking to
Need to
people.
figure out the stage situation.
Yeah.
I
We
guess
need to
that's
gauge
you
the
do
level of
talking to
interest.
people, and I'll do the stage.
Perfect.
At this point, it's later at night too, and the bar is starting to clear out.
Oh yeah, and we're also exhausted.
I was assuming we started these things tomorrow. We were just making a plan.
Yes. I wonder if they have a day audio. I will find. I'm gonna go sleep, and I'll find out in the morning. Willow goes upstairs.
Okay.
Hazel finishes their meat and goes upstairs.
Okay. You all finish whatever drinks you may have had, or scrounged up, as you do not have. Well, I guess they have offered to keep your tab for you, but whatever drinks you
Yeah.
guys have ordered.
Yeah, I think they're
that
floating
are
us in the
on
meantime.
the that are a reasonable price. You all go to bed, and you awake.
I
much
assume that mead is like the default drink.
Yeah, or a cheap wine. There is a brewery in town, so they do have quite a few different alcohols and stuff on tap and things like that readily available. But you all awake the next quote unquote morning, what you feel to be morning. Some of you much sooner than others, but it is breakfast. It is Saturday. not?
Yeah, I go and get breakfast and coffee. Yeah.
Yep. You guys, you eat. You have the day ahead of you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start scoping out the bar and trying to make a plan for the stage, assuming that we are having it here. And if I have to pivot at a later time for a different venue, then I'll just have to live with that.
Okay. So right now,
But I only have a couple of days to conceive of and execute this, so I really want to hit the ground running on it.
You're like sitting at breakfast, eating, like, okay, exposed beam. We put an eye hook
Yeah,
into
maybe I'm
each of
having
those.
Kaede help make me like sketches of it.
Yeah, you guys are kind of like sitting there ideating over breakfast what you want this place to look like, for the most space.
I do want to try to come up with a suspended platform for Cornelius to be on. I think he would love that.
So that's Hector. That's his day, or at least morning.
No, it's Hazel's day. As a matter
I'm
of
sorry, you're right.
fact.
It is Hazel's day.
Sorry.
I really should adjust everyone's name in this Discord at this point.
That's what it is, I think.
But Hazel will. That's Hazel's morning. Willow, Kaede, Oakley.
Willow is going to talk. It is going to go around trying to gather information about the instrument place that we saw. See how many how many patrons they have. Who their patrons are.
I mean, we should
Yeah.
just make up some quick sign-up sheets to pass out to.
Yeah. Which sounds
Give
like a
to a couple
Kaede
different
thing.
businesses or something.
Yeah.
I'll make
I mean, I
sign
feel
up
like-
sheets.
I feel like anybody can do that.
Well,
Like,
Kaede has
really, we
paper.
need some lines on a paper.
I mean, do you really need?
Oh yeah,
sign-up
I do
sheets?
forget about the availability of paper.
Not sign up sheets, just flyers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
make really fancy flyers.
Okay, so Kaede is.
She's already started doing it. Somebody said flyers, and she just took off with the idea.
Kaede was like, Kaede heard. That's what she was doing in PictoChat or in Flipnote.
She put the last pen stroke on the sketch of the bar and immediately began on the flyer.
Yep. Like this is the blueprint. Here's the flyers. Okay. Oakley, what are you doing?
I'm getting breakfast, and then I guess I'm gonna go help or go eyeball other places for possible venues if this doesn't work out.
Okay, so you're looking for venues.
I guess just exploring the village.
Okay,
mostly.
so you're looking for other venues.
Never hurts to explore the village.
Willow is
Don't steal.
putting out
Don't
flyers. Kaede
I'm look-
is working on
Remember
I'm
when
putting
we're
out
flyers.
trying to get these
flyers,
people to
and I'm
cover
talking
us.
to strangers.
And then Hazel is doing the bar stuff. Okay. Kaede, you're easy.
I love how perfectly this project encompasses like a lot of our various skills and backgrounds.
Exactly. Kaede, go ahead and make. For you, this will just be a spellcasting roll for your flyers. Hazel, you can make me a performance check for setting
For
up
like
the
my
stage.
knowledge of set design and stuff.
Exactly. Oakley, you're walking around town looking for places. You can go ahead and you can either roll a notice or I'll let you roll thievery. Because you're
What was
looking
the second one? Sorry.
or thievery. Because you're looking
Thievery roll.
for you're looking for a specific type of building. Like you're looking for a place to house people. A venue is
Oh
something you
fuck
would use.
yes! The stage is gonna rule.
Who the fuck
I
is
can't believe we're doing fucking Sting D&D.
It's a hunt. That's what you're doing. And then, oh, I guess I never said you what to roll. Trina, you can roll me a performance, or not a performance, a persuasion check.
Sweet.
Did I give you a description? Okay, I did. I was wondering if I gave Furry a description or not. Wildcard is concerned with how anthropomorphic or humanized animals find them attractive.
I'm aware.
It was just the wording for everyone else. Alright. Let's work our way down the list. Kaede, you are basically just a printing press today, sitting there. Hector is like, Kaede, I need you to read.
No, Hector isn't doing
You're right.
anything.
Hector is blacksmithing with
He's
his
not
husband.
here.
He's blacksmithing with his loving husband. Hazel is being like, okay, move that table here. What if we do this? And just every now and again pulling you away from basically redesigning every individual flyer, like talent show.
Yeah, I'm assuming
Show
every
your
flyer is
stardom.
different, right?
Exactly. Musical marsupials allowed. All performances welcome. Open doors. Current location to be decided. But you do a good job there, Hazel. While you're still not actually sure if this is going to be the ideal venue or not, you have it optimized down to a T. You're like, okay, if this is where we're going
If
to
it
set
is,
this
I know
up,
exactly how I'm going to do it.
you're like, give me 3 hours beforehand. I can get this set up, done.
I've got my material list made.
Exactly. You're just a couple hours of manual labor away from
I
setting this
really
up.
got in my set design mode. I was so in my zone.
Not only did you come up with a way to give Cornelius like a hanging perch, you managed to come up with a few different tiers of hanging perches that can be adjusted for various animal heights to accommodate the musicians at the same level. So like you could have all of your little Cornelius lifted up so he's at like the same height as as Burr if he was doing something on stage, so that they're all even with each other or one higher. It's a whole big system with
That's
pulleys
awesome.
and stuff that you've got all blueprinted out, ready to go, thanks to your years of rigging experience. Oakley.
It also really speeds things up to have someone who is good at drawing doing the drawing parts.
Exactly. Oakley. As you're kind of walking around town, there's a few other bars and stuff. There's a large kind of like outdoor park that you could probably use if you wanted. That's a big free venue if there's nothing else happening that night. You kind of make your way around. You notice, like I said before, a few of the different magic shops seem to have like little stages and things set up out front, or not magic shop, music shops have little stages and things set up out front with little donation troughs and things for any sort of performing artist to take up stage there. But one thing that catches your eye as you're kind of walking down by the river is
A van? Is there a van?
No. There is a sign on the brewery advertising their new tap room that they have. A large open serve tap room with an open mic stage.
Ooh, I go check that out.
So, you walk in, you kind of check it out. There's several bottles of like wine casks, kind of lining the walls. There's a pretty sizable bar, and a series of kind of tall standing tables for the larger animals, and sort of what you've seen in the bar previously. Kind of a rail along the side for the smaller animals, and there's a kind of couple different steps to that as well. It makes a lot of good use of kind of vertical space, where there's like basically hanging platforms with stairwells between them for like the medium-sized animals. Think like a cat tree situation between floors. But there's a pretty sizable stage. It's kind of set up from the audience a ways with what looks to be some form of frontward illumination. All in all, it seems like a pretty nice new venue.
And it's bigger?
Yeah. While this is kind
I
of
will have to
while the
go
bar
then.
you're in is, it's a restaurant bar with a single stage, this is very clearly meant out to be more of a larger performance venue. Weddings, things like that. Big gatherings.
But it probably also costs money.
It said open mic.
In honor of their new opening, it is currently free to use as they await.
Oh, okay. So maybe we just do it there, and it sounds like they've already done my exact wonderful idea.
Exactly. Great minds think alike.
Well, great mind, yep.
I had that to tell them
And then
of the
Willow,
wonders.
Yo.
as you are kind of walking around town, you're handing out flyers and stuff. There's a fairly warm kind of reception amongst some people, like, oh, okay, I'm not really one to perform in front of people or something like that. But there's a kind of lukewarm to middling reception where people are like, yeah, sure, I'll think about it, to the different performance artists and things. But go ahead and roll me a percentile, because I like percentiles.
It's a pretty high percent.
Well,
I hope that's what you were going for.
do you think that percent was higher or lower than my percent?
Higher.
It was. It was significantly higher. I rolled an 8. I thought the 89 was me. And I was like, oh, okay, that's good. That'll fuck them up. Nope, I rolled the 8. So as you're adventuring out,
I love that the dice are on our side for planning this talent show.
for not the least serious and consequential thing,
We say that for right now.
you find
That's true.
yourself,
They've been on our side so far.
in a music shop, and as you kind of step in on the counter, kind of in a what looks to be a pretty fierce argument over the price of a new violin, a new fiddle, there is a cat kind of standing on their back legs very pointedly, like moving its paw forward, like, this is too expensive. Are you saying 150 loops for this thing? My old one I got for 20 just a couple of years ago. This is insanity. You think because you have one person who buys your instrument secondhand that you can charge an exorbitant price? Don't forget your roots, as the horse guy behind the counter is like, I literally put my body into every one of my instruments. I sit there, I sit there, I wind my own strings, I steam the wood, I go out and select the finest trees. This instrument is absolutely worth it. It is not my fault that you.
This is a horse, you said?
Yes. That you.
He could literally put.
abandoned, your old piece.
He could literally make a bow out of his hair.
Oh yeah, no, that's what he said. He literally like makes
Okay,
strings
he
from
did.
his
Okay,
hand.
that is what he meant. Okay.
Yeah, he is literally using himself in these instruments. So as you kind of walk in, the bell rings. The argument kind of gets cut a little short. As he takes the violin from the little cat person and says, "Come back when you have some money, and if you get your old violin back, and you need some strings, maybe you'll be able to afford those." As he takes the instrument and kind of puts it on a nice velvet pillow below the counter, and he turns to you and says, "Welcome. How can I help you?"
Willow is so excited. She is an equestrian. This is a horse. She misses horses so much. They are the only animals that she has felt connection with.
You
both.
can't ride it.
I know. I wasn't saying that I'm going to ride this horse. What I'm saying is this horse is the level of bitchy that Willow is, and that's what she missed about horses. Yes. Hello. Yes. We are. Do you know of Cornelius?
I wish I could say nay.
I
Oh
understand.
my lord, Cameron.
We are trying to bring some additional talent forward so that even the well-meaning, even though he is well-meaning, we may have other artists to inspire the day-to-day. We're putting on a talent show this coming Thursday. And we're going to have him be the judge.
That tone-deaf rooster? You want the tone-deaf rooster to be the judge of your talent show?
We want the rooster. I agree. We want the rooster.
I mean, you can tell this guy the truth.
Yeah, that's she already did. That's why I said he was well-meaning. We want him to hear what good music sounds like. Obviously, he's fine with the percussion. That's not the problem. But in hopes that we can find better talent and perhaps find a better Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night entertainment for this community.
You can just hire other people.
And you understand how he needs his feathers fluffed. He needs other people to make him feel important.
Well,
So,
he's one tough
we're
egg
having-
to crack, that's for sure.
Oh,
I'll spread the word, but any musician around here who's not down on their luck would probably be hard pressed to want to show up under him.
We should clarify, it's not exclusively music.
oh, yeah. It doesn't have to be
Sorry,
musical.
I'm not here.
No,
Okay.
but thank you.
Okay, so
If-
you're not specifically putting on musical auditions.
No,
Okay,
this is
so
this is
the
for
chipmunk
talent.
who juggles chainsaws can show up.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, if
you have
Bremen's
someone
got
who has-
talent.
If you got a chipmunk that
Not the
juggles
voice.
chainsaws, or
That would
a
be
woodpecker.
The problem is any combination of animal and talent that we can come up with, the response is just going to be, that would be so cute.
Mhm. Or a woodpecker that can rattle off a good joke. I'm not Southern.
A rattlesnake that plays the
wonderful.
maracas.
Well, I'll spread the word.
I want a rattlesnake that plays the maracas.
He just holds it in his mouth, shakes its head.
Yeah, he does not use his tail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's racist.
Yeah, that's racist.
He earned this talent.
He practiced very hard.
Uh-huh.
Shik.
Anyway, so he takes the flyer and he puts it and just kind of leaves it on the counter for anyone who comes in and want to take a look at it. But all right.
And just to clarify, you wouldn't want to also co-judge and have to put up with this, right?
Not
Because obviously
in a
everyone
million
knows you.
years.
If I'm honest, if I could have anyone else, if I could be anywhere else, I would be. But this is going to be better for the community, and sometimes it's one of those things where you just have to push through and get it over with.
You're saying a lot about things being good for the community. You're not from around here.
I understand
You're
I'm
not
not from
from
around
this-
here.
You're not from even
Only
like.
his phone is on the bus.
As far as I can tell,
Is Cameron giving me this you're not from around here, or is the horse giving me
this
this
is the horse.
here?
The horse is like you're a human. You're not from around here. You are not
Yeah,
local.
What the fuck do you know about?
Our community.
I should put something over it to dry.
I put my I said I was gonna do this, so I have to do this.
How's he
Man,
gonna
I
get his
dropped
phone
a
back?
place for one night and I'm broke.
I'm a very driven person.
I respect that. I'll pass along the word. Good luck to
If
you.
it weren't for her,
Bless your
none of us
soul.
would get anything done.
Bless your soul. But I would not want to be a co-judge with that man. Anyway,
I don't think
can
so.
I interest you in
Okay.
a fine violin as he takes out the 150 loop violin that he just took from the cat?
It is beautiful, but unfortunately I do not play.
Well, I can respect a music enjoyer. If you know anyone who does, finest instruments this side of town. Now,
I will bid you adieu.
you have a good rest of your day.
You as well.
That's a pretty low bar this guy's trying to clear. The finest instruments on this side of town. Is there a better instrument maker on the other side of town?
There's a lot of instrument makers in this town.
Also, Willow does play the violin, but she doesn't want to make him think that she's gonna buy
He
this
doesn't have
violin.
150 loops.
She cannot
No.
afford a violin. All right. You all reconvene around lunchtime, presumably. Reconnect, share your learnings, as it were. What do you do?
So yeah.
Open mic night
Okay.
sounds nice.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a little disappointing that we would be bringing business to another establishment, but I mean, I'm sure we'll be fine with that.
I mean, there's still the question of whether or not we're actually going to fill the larger venue.
It's not looking like we're going to be larger than that bigger venue, at least. We're not gonna have to kick people out. That's for sure. That's for sure.
Well, I guess it's good to know we won't have to deal with that. I don't know, man.
Today's salad is dandelion greens and roasted acorns, by the way, Hazel.
Oh, I'm having that for lunch.
I want
That's
that
lunch.
also.
The non-vegetarian
once-
option includes roasted game bird.
I'm okay without it.
Uh, All right, so
I'm sure it would be good, but it doesn't need it.
no.
Yeah.
So what's the plan? What's your rest of your day, rest of your week looking like? It's currently Saturday afternoon.
Now it's a rescue.
I feel like still we need someone to go out to the brewery and talk to them. We already have a couple friends there, some of their workers, because those were the goose guys. Which is good. It's nice to have people that we're already in good graces with. Maybe we can talk to some of the people that were some of the goose guys. See if they have any hidden talents. More
Yeah.
canvassing. We could probably still do some more canvassing.
I think going to the brewery makes sense.
Still a little early.
As a
for
group,
that.
maybe.
But
Oh, do they not open till
Oh.
night?
yeah, I mean, yeah, people probably aren't really showing up for open mic night at lunchtime.
That's
People are
that's fair.
still working. And
Well, I guess we thought we wanted to go and like talk to them.
oh, okay. You want to talk to the workers, not open mic night.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we want to talk to the people that run the
I mean, it might be
establishment.
good to
so
go
we
to
can
the
be
open mic
okay.
also, but also we don't have any money, and we don't drink for free there.
Well,
Presumably.
we might. Those are the
We
guys that
might.
we say.
You are getting free drinks and board at the place you're staying because you freed the brewery workers.
True.
So it would stand to reason that the brewery would probably also be like have some
Also at the
have some free
brewery.
wine, have a tab,
Mhm.
because they don't have board like you do there. But all right, you guys get up from lunch and you start making your way over to the brewery. Everyone, roll me a notice roll, please.
Can do. What?
A lot
Oh.
of dice.
Well,
Wow,
I
critical
don't.
fail.
Does that mean something bad happens to me?
Well, apparently I noticed it though.
That means Kaede proceeds it, though, yeah. So Willow, you're just absolutely like lost in watching like Kaede as you're just kind of walking down the street. You're just Kaede's like
right behind her.
yeah, exactly. You're just like watching her walk, staring at her butt the whole time, while she's going on. But Kaede, Hazel, you both kind of hear off in the distance this very as faint as it really can be horn music. It's kind of hard to identify what it is, but it seems to be some form of brass horn instrument.
Can we tell where it's coming from?
Yeah, you could probably track it down pretty easily if you wanted to listen in.
I have to pee. I'll be back.
Okay. You're too lost in Kaede's butt. But yeah, you guys can hear where it's coming from. It's a ways off in the distance, presumably from someone's house or establishment. You can't see the source because it's kind of quiet, but it's quite nice. It's faint, but from what you can tell, it's being performed quite well.
Well, you're back fast.
Oh, you can't get here. He called me. He found his key. He's driving himself home. Okay, good. He had put it in like an inside coat pocket where it doesn't normally go, so that he wouldn't lose it.
And then forgot it was there.
And then couldn't find it. So.
Do 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 do.
Oh.
Sorry, there was
Happening.
there were things happening in my house.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. Should we follow the horn music?
Did you say horn music?
No, I said horn.
Yes.
Follow that horror music.
All that horror music. Let's go.
All that trap and club
What
music.
That's a
what is
different- that's a
horror
different-
music?
That's a different campaign.
Trap and club. The music people listen to when they go out clubbing.
Horror music.
That horror music. None of
The
this
music
good
that makes you
Christian
want to do
music.
sex things.
Yeah. So you guys are following the music?
Yeah.
All right. You guys take a small detour, tracking down the music as it gets a little bit louder and a little bit louder. Eventually, you can identify the source, and at this point, Willow and Oakley can hear it as well, because you've kind of been walking towards it and whatnot. But it appears to be coming from the second-story window of someone's home.
Okay, well, I don't know if I want to... Like, how good is it just pretty good, or is it, like, the best music I've ever heard?
Let's send Jasper up the side of the wall.
Make a performance roll. And have Jasper make a stealth check.
Cocaine references an actor that no longer exists in this world. My Jasper got
I
deleted.
am an excellent music critic.
I don't know how Jasper got deleted.
I say
Jasper?
I still have a Jasper sheet.
I don't.
Let me. I don't know if this is the right one, but it's your label has an owner on it.
Oh wait, I see it. Never mind. I found him. Skills, stealth, roll. Oh, double explosion. Fantastic.
All right, very good. All right, Hazel, you are an excellent music critic because you nailed Cornelius's performance. This is very well practiced. This is, you can't really guess necessarily the quality of the instrument or anything, but you can tell the person performing this piece is someone who has at least done this movement a decent number of times. They're
So
clean, and
not
crisp.
necessarily like a mind-blowing talent, but someone who has put the work in.
Yes, it is. You would call it professional level, but not like orchestral, but not first.
This
chair.
is a very competent horn
This is a
player.
very competent horn player. Yes.
Hello, Robin.
I don't have any good horn songs that I can imitate on the top of my head while we wait for Trina to get back or for next cause of action. Oh, you sent Jasper up, duh. Okay, you send Jasper up. You see into a kind of pretty cozy little bedroom. It's pretty small, but livable, and sitting on a wooden stool playing a French horn is a ram.
It's a ram playing a French horn.
That's pretty sick.
That's pretty cool. So, how do we go talk to him? Do we just go knock on his door? I can teleport us into his house.
I don't think you should teleport us into his house.
Okay.
That usually freaks people out.
Yeah, well. Suggestions?
Oh, I don't know what we should do. I just wanted to very quickly say, like as fast as possible, I wanted to say that you shouldn't do that.
Hazel's like, I do not have a better course of action.
My suggestion is something else.
This is the
We
same
should
exact
probably not.
reaction that Willow had to Oakley being like, so I cut his vocal cords, right?
We should probably not, but I am also inclined to break in.
He's not going to want to play in our talent show if we break into his house.
This is true.
Okay, wait, Jasper, come down.
Well,
And
it's
I'm gonna have
significantly
Jasper
more
come
fun.
down, and then I'm gonna bring up a flyer. I'm gonna have Jasper bring up a flyer and stick it to the outside of this guy's window.
Honestly, I kind of fuck with the solution. Because this way we don't have to talk to him.
Is that
Okay.
too loud?
No, it's fine.
Are you sure?
I mean, they'll have to deal with it. I have to do laundry.
Make another stealth check.
You need Chovis. I need Chovis. I'm on a Chovis.
God damn it! There it is.
Okay, so as Jasper gets up there, you've kind of like magically affixed the flyer to him in such a way that he
Sticky.
can, yeah. You've got a way for him to stick it to it, but as you're kind of like having him walk up, you just suddenly hear a flat as the music stops and you hear a hi, Mr. Spider. I can I help you?
He just sticks the flyer and then immediately crawls away.
Are you not one for talking? Do you live around here? Hello? As you all see this like this ram figure kind of stick its head out the window and look down at all of you and at the flyer and is kind of goes, was that spider one of yours?
He's Jasper.
I think he dropped something up here.
You play the horn really well. You should come join the open mic night.
I don't know about all that. I've just practiced. That's all. Thank you.
You
thank
sound
though.
great.
Oh, well, I didn't expect anyone to be
I can
around
tell
here
that you
'cause
put a lot of work and a lot of hard work and love into your craft.
I didn't disturb you or anything. Normally the people around here
No,
are
you
around this
delighted
time.
us.
Oh, thank you. Roll me a persuasion check.
My specialty.
I'll give you.
I really have put myself in quite a social situation organizing this talent show.
I'll give you a +1 because you rolled so well on your appraisal of his thing, and you are speaking truthfully.
Yeah, I think he can tell I'm being earnest.
Exactly.
I'll take an 8.
Yeah, he kind of, if a sheep could blush, you would see just you almost where you see like the wool on his cheeks kind of turning a faint pink, as he kind
I
of
like this Ram. He's very endearing to me.
as he's just kind of like, oh well, I'll consider it. I've never performed in front of a crowd before, but is
Yeah,
everything
think about
all right
it.
with
You should at
Mr.
least come watch.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think I have any plans. I'll see what I've got going. But Mr. Spider, you said his name was Jasper. Is he okay? Did something happen where he can't speak or?
He's just shy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get that. Anyway.
That's a pretty good answer.
Bye. As he takes the kind of two shutters on the window and slams them shut behind him. Everyone roll me a listen check.
Is that just notice?
Sorry, a notice check. Yeah, just roll me notice.
I'm gonna spend a penny.
All
Oh,
right.
wow, this is real good.
So all of you
That's a lot of dice that just got rolled.
hear as the windows slam shut a sound all of you would probably recognize from personal experience of a muffled scream into a pillow pressed against your face. Just an absolute scream of social anxiety as the window shut on this interaction, figuratively and literally.
What
How did
happened?
he just appear in his house?
We
We harassed a Ram.
You harassed
No,
a
we were very
stranger?
nice to him.
Well,
We
there was
were
a
very
guy.
nice to him.
There was a guy playing
He was
very
playing the
nice
horn real
music.
good.
Oh,
And
the
we
horn
said-
guy. Okay.
We sent a spider up to his window to attach a flyer
With
to
a
it.
flyer.
It's okay.
And then he asked the spider questions.
Because he was on the second floor of his house.
So yeah, Jasper.
So anyway, he might come. He's not sure about performing though, but he sounded great.
He's a little.
He was very nice. I
bashful.
liked him.
He's...
Yep.
Maybe we could have him be
I'm glad there's just the dead silence at that joke.
a ghost performer.
You won't be sharing as a reaction.
So is that what I missed with my critical fail?
Yeah, but you were too busy
Yeah, you missed
staring
the
at
whole
Kaede's
interaction.
ass the whole time.
We went down the block and had this whole conversation with this Ram.
Yeah, there was a whole detour involved in tracking down this guy and a conversation about how to interact with this guy while you were just staring at Kaede's ass.
You know what? that fits.
But-
Guess what she's still doing?
Hey. You can make a notice roll for this one. Make me a notice roll, Willow. I think this is something that Willow would hear potentially and get snapped out of her ass staring. Okay.
I guess.
You hear something Willow knows incredibly well. The muffled screaming of anxiety into a pillow. Anxiety and stress. Just as this ram just absolutely unloads all of his social pressure from that brief encounter of people.
Oh, is there an
complimenting
AP course going on?
It's like the Harvard Yell or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Where they just scream every year. But maybe it's not Harvard, but whatever that school is that does it. Anyway, you all encounter a bashful horn player as you make your way back to the brewery to speak with some of the workers, and it's about 9:00. Do you work tomorrow, JJ?
I do.
Do we want to call it
Are you
here
six?
then?
I am 6. Yeah, let's do that.
Seems like a good natural stopping point, right?
I think so. So
We've got our plan,
Yup.
more or less.
exactly, you've got your plan. You've got an idea of what you want to do. To try to
Do we have
not
enough
be
talent
flat.
gathered? Did we just put up flowers and?
TBD.
Okay.
Well, right now you guys are just
But
kind of
that's an
drawing
ongoing-
flyers and stuff like that. You're still canvassing and trying to get the word out, you know.
Okay.
And today is Saturday.
Today is
And it's on
Saturday.
Thursday.
It's on Thursday. So you've got.
Somebody write
a
that
fair
down
bit of
so we
time
remember
still.
next time.
Where actually I can probably do
We can put in notes or something.
That works too.
Or we do this. We add new note and we go. Bremen's got talent. There. It is on the calendar.
Bremen's got talent.
Nice. Sure enough, there it is.
So there you go.
On October 31st, 2024.
Yeah. The day it all began. Anyway,
Some people.
I'm gonna click the stop button now.
Oh
Bye.
man, that sounded really out of
Please like and
context.
subscribe, and if you want to leave us a comment about how good we are at doing D&D, that would be lovely.
Comment what combination of animal and talent should be in the talent show.
Yeah, do that.
Do that.
Mhm.
Give us ideas.
Give us your best animal pun.
That's some
band
good
name.
engagement bait right there.
Bye.
Okay.